At the bottom right of the map, we have the STX Soul player. He's starting in red, and his ID is
STX Soul Trap.
I'm not quite sure if you could hear that, but there are like how many 2 or 3 girls cheering for Trap right now, and they are very alone in the studio.
They've got
with
the
their cheers.
His opponent to the top left, he is a little bit bored here. He is...
Starter Squirtle.
This does not matter to him.
I'm not really sure if he's bored.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, man. That could not have been any more perfect.
That was brilliant.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Thank you very much, Squirtle. Thank you so much for that. We are going to have a talk later on. Oh, that was awesome.
That was so good, but you know, I thought we might see one of those MC cannon rushes on this map from Squirtle if he was studying MC's play from yesterday, but turns out we did not.
That was priceless.
I'm not sure who giggles louder now. It is me in that case, or the girls who like heard us giggle and then giggled in response after they already were giggling about Trap.
This is just a big giggle party.
Yeah. This gig, man, it's got giggles. This gig has its giggles, dude.
Yeah. Squirtle, what you gonna do?
We're gonna find out, because this is really stressful for Trap.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is when you're in a situation where you have to win a game and then you have to hope for something else that puts a lot of pressure on you. And you know what's really, really scary is when you're playing against somebody whose game it doesn't matter. They could do anything.
When your opponent has nothing to lose.
He has nothing to lose. He could do anything.
He could be risky. He could go for a simple 4-gate.
Yeah. And in fact, look at Squirtle's chrono energy. He's going up pretty high at 61. I don't think he's going to do a 4-gate since he's taken his second gas, but he could do Blink Stalker all in.
Here comes the probe. Trap wants to know what's going on. As you already... Oops. 2 hits with the Zealot. That was a very unlucky spot for the probe to be in as that Zealot spawned.
Yeah, he will see, though, the second gas. That's all you can ever really see in PvP. Once the Stalker comes out, you got to leave. Nobody shows their tech before the Stalker's out. Nobody.
The probe just running circles and now retreating. He knows exactly that the Stalker is going to be the next unit coming out of that gateway, and he wants to get away as soon as possible.
Very importantly, he did see the chrono boost on that gateway and not on a Cybernetics core, so that's pretty telling.
Yeah.
But now it's going on core only.
Harvester count right now is 22 for both of them, still heading in the probe production. Trap is supplier blocked at 26, completing his own pylon though now. So that cancels the supply block and lands him into the Trembler Archive here, where Squirtle decides to start things off with a Robo. 1-gate Robo.
Probably going to be trying to use this to expand.
Yeah, very likely. And Trap, on the other hand, is he getting his own robotics? Is he trying to bring up the ramp? What is he trying to do here? We have him now taking out the probe for his opponent. No scouting for Squirtle. All the information that he has is where his opponent spawns on a 2-player map, not really telling. There comes the blink for Trap.
Yeah.
He wants to be the aggressor in the game.
He's going to be the aggressor, and with no robotics whatsoever, it looks like he's hoping for Squirtle to do basically the same build that Squirtle is doing, which is a risky expansion with... Yeah, he's going to have Immortals, but he's going to have a low unit count to support the Immortals, so you might be able to target those Immortals down and kill the Nexus.
Yeah, but he gets the second gateway now. We have him with 2 gateways. The Warp Gate tech is done. The first Immortal is halfway in the game. So if Trap is actually, once again, a bit supply blocked, not for too long. It's not like one of these heavy supply blocks when you just realize you're supply blocked and then have to build your own pylon. But that was already the second time in the game. And if you're going for a very aggressive strategy, then timings are really important. So losing a few seconds, that really matters. And Squirtle is getting this expansion with 2 gates, with the robotics. Also has the Observer out now. Is he going for another Immortal? He should, and as soon as he realizes what's going on, I feel he will.
Yeah. Blink is done. Well, in a second.
He sees it.
He sees the pylon. But
he actually leads him right into the pylon, but now the Stalkers are moving in. They can trap one Stalker, the blink forward, and yeah, it loses it and backs off right away.
That was a really weird blink, but it was a scouting blink. He did lose his Stalker. But this is what I'm talking about. With the low Immortal count, he could actually target that Emerald down. Now that all of his Stalkers together, he has the next Warp in.
Guys,
Kill the Nexus here.
Once again, Trap has to win. If Trap loses, then we have Shine in the wildcard group. Then we don't even need Shine to play against Tasia. Shine is watching this, and he of course wants Squirtle to win. And if Squirtle takes this game, if Squirtle is able to defeat Trap, then Shine is third, Tasia and Squirtle advance to Code S. Can Trap do it? Looks like he wants to go for an expansion. He has already his own sentry up now. Can Trap Squirtle, if he moves down the ramp, has a sentry, sorry not a sentry, but he has a probe at the natural, and there it is. Expansion now for Trap.
And a Warp Prism is pretty smart considering the situation we're in. You cannot afford to do that scout with Stalkers when there are Immortals at the top of the ramp. You can't save, you're going to lose hit points, you're not just going to lose shields, so he's got to stop doing that.
The Warp Prism for Squirtle allows him to get the Immortals, for example, on the high ground.
Down.
Yeah, he could drop down, he could go into his opponent's base. Several options that he has, and he's going to drop down.
Looks like he's going to try to go around the left side. That's why Trap has this patrolling Stalker.
Well, actually,
he's going to just barely miss it.
Yeah, you know, he warped in another set of units, so he can hold the ramp, especially with the sentries that he has. So he's flying back with a.
Yeah, it's so funny because Trap goes to check at that exact moment and he doesn't see it.
Now he moves down. Okay, that was initiated by Trap moving back.
But Squirtle has his own counter blink, and so this is going to be his moment to just try to move out and take this game, and it should, in most cases, work.
Well, he has a very strong army composition. He will have his own blink, and he has the Immortals, and they give him an edge.
Oh, and Trap knows now. He is supply blocked, but he knows that there's no Nexus for Squirtle, so he knows he's got to hit his panic button here. He needs to get his own Immortals out as soon as possible because he knows Blink is going to be ready. Oh, this is actually so stressful. This determines whether the next map is needed, and it determines Trap's life. At least half of it.
Blink is nearly done, Wolf, and he's dropping the pylon now at the front. The army supply, 45 against 38. Squirtle is going for it. The Warp Prism is on its way into the main base. He can warp in here.
Yep, he blinks, and Trap, he's got a great concave. He's got the sentries as well, but so does Squirtle. The Immortal count definitely in Squirtle's favor at 2-1. Here we go. The force fields are actually much better, I feel, for Trap.
In the main base, the Warp Prism can always warp in more units. There are 2 Zealots, and they bind 4 Stalkers.
Exactly. Those 4 Stalkers are bound to the base. They can't leave. And now the Sentry may go down. That means no more Guardian Shield. Squirtle is hesitating here a little bit.
Squirtle is still in the lead with the army supply. He has 45 against 36. The Immortal count is now even. 2 against 2. Squirtle is dancing here a little bit. Trap trying to hold.
He needs to target down his Nexus, or at least be firing on it. Here we go. The Zealots hesitate here a little bit. Trap looks like he's going to lose his Nexus. If he loses this, then... Oh, this is just so harsh of a position for him to be in. Now Squirtle can make his own Nexus. He's long distance mining as natural.
And he's supply block now too. He has an Observer here. He could blink into the main base if he wanted to.
I think he may just make a Nexus. He is. Now he's going to contain his opponent.
Takes on another pylon. Heavily supply blocked.
Yeah. And they're actually just fighting each other a little bit. Neither player can get an advantage in this case.
There is no sentry for Trap. He could walk up the ramp. If he blinks up with the Stalkers below the ramp and then walks the Immortals up, he has a good shot here.
This
he doesn't
is really
have
smart,
to.
by the way. Trap going for a 3 Zealot Warp in while he knows Squirtle is heavily containing him.
Squirtle is angry, taking down the supply depot for his opponent.
Yeah, that was a little bit stressful for me to hear.
There's nothing in the main base for Squirtle to defend. Does he have the warp in ready to warp the units into the base to defend? He has to Chrono Boost them.
Yeah, he has to Chrono Boost. He doesn't have enough. It's 2 versus 3 right now. Several probes starting to go down. And in fact, another pylon goes up for Trap. He's going to force Squirtle away. But will it be enough? You know, Squirtle is still way ahead, even if this warp-in did more damage.
The Harvester count alone is in his favor, and he has the expansion, of course. That's one of the things that Trap just can't get right now. Not talking about the resources lost when the expansion for Trap was killed.
Trap is actually Chrono Boosting. They're both Chrono Boosting. They're trying to have this little warp and more, but Squirtle sends just a few Stalkers back. This is so smart.
Yeah.
He has the better economy. He has enough Stalkers back to defend, and enough Stalkers to keep Trap in his main.
And especially he has enough sentries to force field the ramp if need be. And here we go.
He just needs a force field. The Stalkers blink down. If he actually blinks to the left, which he does, he can avoid the Immortals.
Really well done. And now Trap is losing unit after unit. It looks like Squirtle has Shine's back. The game's not over just yet, but Trap is in a really difficult position now. He's on one base against two bases. He lost all the pylons except for one, and Squirtle misses it.
Oh, you see that at the end. Yep, blinks on it.
No way
this
to have
game
it crash.
Is over, man.
It should be.
There's no way Trap can break out. I mean, he finds himself in a very ironic situation.
Only if Squirtle overcommits can he lose this game. He's on two bases, time is working in his favor. Trap is still trapped on one base, tries to use the force field, walks down to the ramp once again.
The Immortal count is 4-1, but Squirtle just has the better concave here with Guardian Shield. He can actually make his own Immortals back at home.
He just blinks away every single time it gets too close. The force field is now good. He takes down the Zealots. Another force field on the ramp, traps the rest of the units of the STX Soul Protoss play on the high ground.
He's just in a position that's so uncomfortable. I mean, there is no good choice to make right now as Trap. He could try to blink out to the side, but Squirtle has a Stalker to spot for that. He does. He goes to the run by, but Squirtle doesn't even care. He can actually just warp his home. He blinks up the ramp, takes out the Immortals. There's way too many Stalkers here.
There is no chance anymore. GG!
Wild card goes to Shine.
The wild card goes to the former TSL Zerg player. He has another shot to achieve a spot in Code S to advance on Friday in the wildcard group. Squirtle wins the game against Trap. For him, it was really irrelevant, but he was able to take it regardless. Congratulations once again to Squirtle, also to Tasia, and of course to Shine.
Yep. Shine very happy with this situation, of course.
Running back from the booth, he was the one who just opened the door in the booth. You could see that, and thanked Squirtle for his support. Yeah, now running back to the coach, and well, that makes the last game of the day unnecessary. Tasia does not have to face Shine, so the last map today.
Well, today's group was pretty much what most people expected. Tasia and Squirtle doing the best. The other two players battling it out, and I think Shine proved himself pretty nicely in this group, looking very strong against Terran especially. Yeah,
we have a quick look at the result, visualizing the games for you. Here we go. As you can see, Code S goes to Tasia and Squirtle, and Shine receives the wildcard spot.
Yep. Unfortunately for Happy, Trap, and Dream, they will fall down to Code A. We'll have to fight another day.
The only thing that could have happened in the last game was Shine losing to Tasia. Then he would have been tied with Happy, but he won against Happy earlier. Therefore, Shine the better position gets awarded with the third place. Congratulations to all three of them.
Yep, congratulations indeed. This is just, of course, our second group. Our third group is tomorrow.
Tomorrow is going to be so good.
LGIM Lucera, LGIM first. We've got Byung, we've got Symbol, and Team Grubby's Grubby, and last but not least, MVP Dongrigu.
Yeah, Grubby in Korea now. He's currently staying at the FXO house. He's training a lot. He's really thankful for the opportunity to train with the team, and they welcomed him with open arms. We talk daily, and he just says it's great to be at the team house. They have a really hard training regime, but he is willing to put in the effort, and he takes the games tomorrow. He wants to do well, but his stay in Korea is designed to last a little bit longer, so even if he loses in the up and downs, he will still participate in Code A. He will not leave Korea, so he will stay for several months here and train with the FXO players. And they actually, as mentioned, welcomed him with open arms. They are going to drive him tomorrow to the studio as well, and it's going to be really exciting to see him participate here. So that's going to be a great day.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it.
Definitely tell everybody, remind everybody that Grubby is playing tomorrow, because this is the first time he's played in Korea. He's a foreigner in the up and downs. It's kind of another one of these historical moments. We've had Mana, with his trial. Yep. And I mean, historically speaking, everybody knows that foreigners have not done well against Koreans, but he's got his shot here.
Mana got into Code S. He dropped then out and back into Code A, but still did very well. So I feel that his Korea stay definitely helped him quite a lot. Grubby so far is pretty happy, and he's looking forward to the next few weeks. He was always a player, put in a lot of effort, and he's a preparation player. So he might be able to get out of the group and straight into Code S. We'll find out tomorrow. If you want to give him a shout out and cheer him on for the match, then make sure that you send him a tweet at follow Grubby on Twitter, and of course at the two of us, at ProxyWolf, myself at Kaldor. We are going to see you guys tomorrow with our third group in the up and downs. See you then.